Welcome back to Reboot Radio. Today we're kicking off our small streamer spotlight, and we couldn't ask for a better guest. She's an amazing creator and one of the kindest humans I know. Welcome, Auddy. Welcome to the small streamer spotlight. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hades, how are you? How was your vacation?
I'm doing great. Vacation was awesome. So happy to be back, but it was a good time. It was a good 7 days for sure.
Heck yeah. We took a little bit of a hiatus and didn't put out episodes for 2 weeks, but I think it was for the better. Me and Hades were both really busy, and we didn't want to just throw an episode out to have just content out there. So we should get back onto our regular cadence, which I'm super excited about. And our first ever guest is Auddy, which is a dear friend to me and Hades. And I'm just so excited to have her on the podcast and really just understand why she streams. And we're going to ask her some questions and just hang out. But Fortnite's been sweaty, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Could not
sorry.
ask for a better first guest, by the way. Audie is one of the most incredible humans I've ever met. She is so selfless, so nice. Ever since the first day I met her, it's been incredible. She's one of my favorite people of all time. Just wanted to get
And
that
I
out
was
of the-
thinking before we started this, I was like, man, how did I meet Audie? And you know
Right.
how I met her? Unreal, man. Every
Unreal.
time we bring him
Yeah.
up,
I
you
don't
were in
know.
Unreal's stream.
I don't even remember how I met you, Audie, to be honest with you. It might have been, I mean, it's got to be either Unreal or Chupa. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of.
Oh, I definitely met Hades before I met Chupa.
Mhm.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't know
Mhm.
that. Whoa, that's crazy. I did not know that. The way I met you, I feel like is, I think you came into my stream from maybe Unreal or something, because I don't remember watching your streams until like a little bit later on. But yeah, I mean, I didn't know that I've known you longer than Chupa. Haha,
Mhm.
Chupa. I'm first, you're second. No big deal.
And that makes sense. That's a lot of things, Hades. You kind of beat me in a lot of stuff. So I'm
Oh,
always
that's-
second to you,
That's
dude.
so funny. I didn't know. I really
Yeah.
did not know that. That's pretty cool. Heck yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's crazy because I think I was in Unreal's live and Audie was chatting in his live. And I was like, that's crazy. And I think the first thing I said to you is like, my kid's name is Audie.
Right.
Mhm.
And we don't meet a lot of Auddies, so I was super excited, and we kind of hit it off from
No.
there and started playing games. And now Audie is one of my regular teammates in Fortnite, which I always joke, Hades, that she makes me look really good on stream, because I'm always on her hip and steal her kills. So that's
Yeah,
really what comes down to
bro,
it.
she would make the worst Fortnite player look good. Like one of the most cracked people I know on Fortnite, dude. Crazy. Like the best combination of everything. You are so good. I remember when we first started playing, I'm like, who is this chick, dude? Like what like what the heck, bro? Like we'd be running and she has like 20 kills and the rest of us have like 4. I'm like, dude, I'm so down for this. This is awesome. I've never been carried like this before in my entire life. This is so much fun.
And the craziest thing is, like, I'm like, Audie, how long you been playing? When we first started playing, she was like, oh, like 3 months. I'm like,
Right.
what?
Right. Been playing less
Excuse
than
me?
me. Yeah, right. Been playing less than me, and is this cracked? I know. I'll never forget too. There was one match we were playing, and I don't know if I had like a mythic or like something really good, but I just kept feeding her all my good loot. I'm like, I don't want this. You take this because you are obviously better with this than I am. I will just keep feeding you heals and weapons, and then we'll just keep going from there. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I'll never forget that first game. That was so much fun.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know what I expected, but
yeah.
I definitely didn't expect that. It's awesome.
Me either. It's amazing running with you all the time. But we'll kind of go ahead and get into our questions. I have a 2-part question here. So, what inspired you to start streaming, and what has been your most rewarding part so far?
I would have to say definitely what inspired me to start streaming was my mental health. I think I had started watching other streamers and how happy and awesome their communities were. And I was kind of going through a dark place. And I think that is what inspired me. But for sure, all the friends that I have made is what, the most rewarding thing has been. Like literally everyone is so incredible.
Right. I completely agree.
That was Hades' same answer. And what's crazy is, like, I go into places because we watch a lot of streamers, and like I'll go in and then you'll jump in, or you'll already be in there and I'll jump in. I'm like, I didn't know Audie knew this person. And you'll say something, be like, all right, Audie, like you're cool with everyone, which is really great. And everybody loves you. So that's a really cool part too of the community, because it just seems like the circles are kind of tight. You know, it's weird because there's so many streamers on TikTok.
The fact that they are is insane, because like we're from all different places. It's not like we're from the same area, and like we're all completely different people, but we're all in this like small but huge circle. Yeah, I think about that all the time. I talk to my wife about that all the time. She's like, how does everybody just know everybody? I'm like, I have no idea. Like it just happens that way. Like we all just find each other and then we get pretty close and then we just go from there. You know what I mean? I'll get to the next question.
It's weird, man.
It's
some weird
cool.
stuff, dude. This is a weird community that's awesome as well.
Yeah, right. But like I said earlier, Audie is one of the most kind humans I've ever met, and it really shines through in her streams. How do you create such a welcoming space for people?
I mean, honestly, the foundation is kindness. Greeting people, making sure that they feel seen and heard whenever they join. You know, you never know if it's a new person. You never know if they're having a bad day. And you just being on live could turn that around for somebody. So just the foundation being kindness is just what opens it up.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that too. Like a first impression is huge, even though it's just online. But that first impression means a lot to some people. And I kind of act like everybody's having a bad day and like just go off of that. And then I just treat everybody the exact same. You know what I mean? Like it's just easier to do it that way and act like I treat everybody the same, you know, with the same respect and kindness. And you definitely do that, Audie, for sure.
And what I love about your kindness is it doesn't, how do I say this? It's not just for the camera. Like you're in my streams all the time where you're not streaming, or I see you playing with other people and you're not streaming. And that kindness is just always there. I look up to you for that, because it's hard to be kind all the time. And I just feel like you're always kind to the people that you play with. And no matter if it's someone we bring in who's new, or like one of my followers who wants to play, you're always so welcoming. And I think that's why you've had success and continue to have success in your community. What's the funniest or most unexpected things that's ever happened on your live?
Oh, that's a hard one. I would have to say, so I run community days at least once a month, and it was a few months ago, and it's whenever the baseball bats were in the loot pool. And we were playing hide and seek, and the circle was getting so small. Like everyone was hiding so well. It was really good. And the circle was so small, and here I am, one single person as the seeker, and I just see 30 people. And I'm like, I cannot shoot all of these people at once without me going under for the storm. So I just take my baseball bat and I'm just whacking them all into the storm. I have not laughed so hard in so long. That was definitely the most funny thing that's happened to
That's
me.
awesome. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. That's great.
Yeah.
30 people is crazy at the end with like such a small circle like that. And it could have been a more perfect time. Like having a baseball bat during that is ideal. Like like now, like I don't know what you really would do. Maybe like the bug blaster, I guess, would be kind of sweet, just hitting all of those people at once, or like the airstrike or whatever. But yeah, the baseball bat's perfect. Just hitting home run after home run.
It was crazy. It was awesome. So funny.
That's probably one of the best movements that they've. That's one of the best items they brought to the game. It was too short. I miss it.
It gets so much hate, dude. That and the sword are my favorite. The bat is number one for me. Like when I think Blitz had the bat for like 3 seconds not that long ago, and oh my god, I just played Blitz for a little bit just to keep getting the bat. I'm like, I just want to run around with it. I would literally just run around with it. I was like, I just miss this movement, bro. This is so much fun. All right, I'll get into the next one. Streaming can take a lot of time and energy. How do you balance both in your day-to-day life?
Well, gaming is a huge passion, and I balance it by being intentional with my time. I use gaming as an outlet for relaxation and creativity and whatever it may be, but I also make sure that I get my responsibilities done.
Absolutely. Yeah. I completely agree. I kind of do it like as a reward system, kind of. Like I feel like I have to earn it in a way.
Yeah.
If on my day off, like I'll clean the house, or like obviously I'm spending time with my son or whatever. I feel like in a way I have to earn it, because I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel like I deserve to be able to do it, which is lame, but I mean, there's a part of me that's like, dude, you got to earn to be able to do this. Like, it shouldn't just come as easy as it does.
Mm-hmm.
I have a
Yeah.
perfect example. I adulted all day today, and all I wanted to do was play video games. I mean, I played till 3:30 this morning, but I just was ready to go. I woke up and I had to, get a bunch of stuff done and be an adult and make sure that my family was good and my kid is good. And I'm going out of
Right.
town, so I kind of do
Right.
the same thing, Hades. I'm like, if I can get all this done, my motivation is to get on game and stream a little bit. All right, so you're stuck in a Fortnite match with just one other streamer as your duo. Who are you picking and why?
So, like another small streamer or like someone big or okay.
Whoever.
Anybody.
I think I would have to go with Happy Happy Gal.
Oh, yeah.
I think that I would just be laughing the whole time. And that's really why I play video games.
Right.
I would think it would just be so fun, which, I mean, like my regular, could happen thing, it would definitely be Chupa. Like, I feel like when we play together, it's just constant laughing. We're just a great duo.
Absolutely.
I think we play well together.
Yeah, you guys do. You remind me a lot of Happy Happy Gal for sure. You guys have like the most like same energy, welcoming energy and like sweet energy. People want to be around you and want to spend time in your lives and stuff. Like you guys are very similar in a lot of ways, I think. I mean, that's how she got as big as she is doing exactly and being how you are. You know what I mean? Like it's not forced. It's authentic. It's not this fake crap that you see all over the place. Like you can tell you're being genuine, and I think that shines through a lot. Well, since Chupa like skipped like 5 questions, give me one second.
Hades, it wouldn't be a Reboot Radio podcast if I didn't do something wrong.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where you went. Okay, I got you. What is the toughest part of being a small streamer, and how do you push through when you have some of those moments?
Definitely for me, working up the energy to stream, because you can't just hit go live and sit there and, you have to be entertaining. So I think just working up and hyping myself up enough to stream, because you have to bring that entertainment and fun to your stream so people want to hang out.
I said that too before, like, and I feel like that's the same for a lot of things. The first step is always the hardest. Like getting started is harder than anything else. I'll like go through a billion things before I start streaming, but as soon as I hit go live, it's like all of that like washes away and like I'm good. Like, but beforehand, I'm thinking about every single thing that could go wrong. I'm super nervous and this, but like, yeah, the lead up is always harder than actually doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a follow-up question for that, Audie. What you say, like building yourself up to stream?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are some of the things that kind of help you do that?
% Red Bull.
Yeah.
Red Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red Bull.
Shout out
Wildberry
Red Bull.
Red Bull. Yeah.
I was gonna say what flavor. That's very important. Wild berry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wildberry. Yeah.
Wait, what color is that one?
Pink.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. See, I know Red
Yep.
Bulls by the colors. I don't know the flavors because, like, I don't really drink energy drinks that much. I just drink let me kind of rephrase that. Because I drink a lot of Monster coffee. I don't say that's an energy drink. To me, that's coffee. But hey,
that is not coffee, first of all, Hades.
okay, I'm just saying that's why I prefaced that. I prefaced it with what I said for that reason, because it can be called an energy drink, but it's coffee. Whatever. But yeah, I don't drink that many Red Bulls because I've had those things mess me up more than like any other energy drink for some reason. Like they get me going too much. I'm like, bro, I gotta like check my heart rate and like take 25 deep breaths. Like I'm crazy, but I could drink like 6 of these monsters and be fine. Like I don't know. I think that's just because I'm more used to them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I got more questions on that question because I feel like that's a good question, and I want to kind of dive a little deeper into it. Has there ever been a time, Audie, when you're streaming and you've had doubts or it's been a head game at all for you?
I know that that's a very valid question, and I think for other small streamers, they really struggle with that. But for me, I go into streaming with a positive attitude, even if I'm streaming to no one. Like, I'm still playing the game, so might as well, just in case someone pops in. But I know for other small streamers, that's a very big thing that weighs on them. That's why I am so adamant about supporting all of my small streamer buddies, I just want everyone to know that what they are doing matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're so much better at that than I am. Like, I could tell too, like, I can even kind of speak for Chupa too. Like, I put way too much pressure on myself for no reason. And like, a lot of the times we've talked about this before in like my interview episode. Like, I gotta like take a step back and like, it's like, dude, there, the reason why you're getting into this is not for what you're worried about right now. Like, you're worrying about things that don't matter in the long run. Like, you're doing something you love and you're doing it with the people you love. Like, that's most important. Like, everything else can come and go and it doesn't really matter. I get stuck in that a lot.
Mhm.
I was never really that big of a video game guy for a long time. Like, I just got back into it when I first started playing Fortnite, and now I remember why I play it. Like, I mean, all my friends growing up, like, it's community, it's friendship, it's having a good time. It's like what you said earlier. It's like not an escape, but like an outlet to everybody's crazy day-to-day lives and stuff, you know?
Yep.
For sure. So if your stream had one theme song, Audie, every time you went live, what would that song be?
This is a great question, by the way.
It
I
is a
love this
great
question.
question. And I feel like I could give something real like upbeat and like modern, but I think it would be Dreams by Fleetwood Mac.
Oh yeah.
Great song.
That's what I was thinking in my head, because every time we used to play together, I'd always play that and you'd be like, "Ooh, I love this song." And I'd go in your stream and you were playing that song. I'm like, "Ooh, I love this song."
Mhm.
Like, I love it, dude. I think of you now every time I hear that song. I love it. But yeah, that's a great question. I never even
I had to
would have
throw in
thought about
music
that.
for it. I had to throw
Yeah.
in music
No,
because Audie
music's great.
loves music.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Every time like I remember when I was like first getting into streaming and I was trying to get like my music set up or whatever. And I was like, "Oh, Audie, what songs do you want me to play?" And she's like, I forget exactly what you said, but like classic rock. And I'm like, "Oh, heck yeah." I'm like, finally
Yeah.
somebody's at, because like I'm getting like Juice World, which is fine and stuff, but I'm like, I kind of want to listen to something I like too. And then you're coming in saying that. I'm like, thank God somebody's somebody's on the same exact wavelength as I am. Like, geez. So where do you see your content going? Do you have any projects on the horizon? Any big dreams that you have in mind, or anything to that effect?
I wouldn't necessarily say that I have anything planned. I do my community days, and the goal is always to grow it and have more people join. With that comes more giveaways. Like this past one, I gave away $100 worth of V-Bucks just for people to play.
It's
Um,
cool.
and it's just so
That's so
fun. Like
cool. That's
it's so
so cool,
fun,
dude.
and
Yeah.
it's just
You're the
to
coolest for
give
doing
back.
that.
And it's just to give back to people and to make the game fun. And
Right.
I just like that it kind of takes the pressure off, playing
Right.
the custom games and gives people an incentive for playing, really.
Right. Yeah. And they want to play their best or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you like elaborate on that, like what you've recently did this last weekend?
Of course. So we did 2 games of hide and seek. And with that, I had a duo who was a seeker with me, and you would just go into the Battle Royale map and hide, and the only thing you can carry is heals. And then we did 2 games of solo Battle Royale, and we did 2 games of reload.
Okay. And then what?
Heck yeah.
You did some stuff with your stream too. Like you did some fun stuff as well, right?
I did. So for any 1,000 coin gift that I received, you got your name on a hat. And for every sub that I got, I had to play Bean Boozled, and I regretted my decision. It was so bad,
It's a great
but
idea in theory.
it was fun.
Yeah.
I'm very, very glad that they took away the gifted thing because I would not have made it.
Yeah.
Any fun flavors you had that you wouldn't want to eat again?
Worst was Old Bandage.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they have like
Was-
vomit and old bandage and like wet sock or something,
Yeah.
dude. And
Mhm.
I want to say this too, like since we're talking about this, I will be 1,000% honest. There has been countless things that I have borrowed, stolen from Audie because she has such good ideas. I try to put my own spin on them, but I'm gonna be flat out honest. She always has like super good ideas, and I'm like, "Hey Audie, do you care if I do that?" Or "Hey Audie, do you mind if I do the same thing?" And she's like, "Of course." But like, yeah, you have such your mind for stuff like that is so awesome. And I really, really love that. And you always have like the coolest ideas and trying to make everybody feel involved. That's what we all are trying to do anyway. And I love it. I really do. I wish my brain worked half as good when it comes to stuff like that. Cause like we're all trying to give back in certain ways, you know what I mean? And finding new and like exciting and inventive ways to do that can be hard sometimes. I feel like you have very good ideas and I love it.
Me too. I think that how long did you stream that day?
It was a little over 12 hours.
That's crazy. I think that's something that's so just awesome to do. I don't think I've done more than maybe 8. I don't know if I can hit 12 or 24, which is wild, but I think that says a lot about what you want for your community when you're able to just be on the game that long, in front of a camera, hanging out and greeting people and welcoming people in. I was a part of that that day, and we had a lot of fun. And I just wanted to make sure you elaborated on it, because if anybody needs any ideas out there, y'all hit Auddy up. She's creative. And she'll help you because she's kind.
The only problem is she charges $100 an hour.
That's it. That's it. $99.99.
I'm playing.
But y'all hit her up because she's got good advice, and she'll give good advice to you. Man, I was having a go at it a few weeks ago. It's probably like a month ago. And Auddy texted me and said, maybe you just take a break from streaming and remember why you're streaming. And I think about that all the time. It helped me out tremendously.
Absolutely.
Over the last few weeks. Because I was like, she's right. She's totally right. You know, I have fun on the game, and we just have a blast and laugh and give Ty crap all the time, which is the most fun about streaming. But all right, so if you could pick one emote, one skin, and one Fortnite drop spot forever, what are you choosing?
You already know the emote. It's the bouncer.
I'm so mad you have that.
It's got to be the bouncer. Okay. The drop spot is from the first season that I started, the season that I started. It was called The Raft.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you know, I love chaos, and that was where everybody was going.
Yeah, because that's where that one medallion was. The silver girl. I forget her name. But yeah, that's like around when I first started.
So I always would land there, and then the skin would be Caper. It's my sweat skin, and I can like change it around and stuff, which is cool.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I forget which skin it is, but when we first started playing, you used to wear it all the time. It always reminded me of you. And I remember 2 things I wanted to talk about with Auddy. So when we all play together, we do like themes for like our skins or whatever. And you have to do like the back bling and the pickaxe and the glider and all that stuff. And like we always pick themes. Like I'll say purple, Chupa will be like green. Auddy has like a full paragraph of like what we're supposed to do and like what the theme is. And it is incredible. Like the one time this one sticks in my head where like a girl you wouldn't bring home to mom. Like, dude, who thinks of that? That's awesome. I love that so much. That is so smart. I just think that's great. Like we're all boring with our picks and stuff. Like I can't think of anything good. Like I've tried to get better and think of better themes, but yeah, you always have the best thing.
For sure. So creative.
Right. And then the other thing. So the longest I've streamed in a row was 9 hours, I think. It was for my birthday the one time. Auddy was in there from the time I started till the time I finished. Like that's the type of person she is, and supported me so much in so many ways. Like, and at that point, we didn't really know each other that long, for real. Like maybe a couple months at the most. And I knew before, but like definitely after that, like you were one of the few people that were in there the whole time. And I don't know, just meant a lot to me. And I just never really got to say or like point it out or say thank you for that. And stuff like that means the world to me.
I think that we're the reason why I think, how can I say this? I think you're the reason why that I continue to work so hard at streaming, and not just you in general. I mean, you as in, you are the epitome of a great supporter and someone who always shows up I know for me and for Hades and for so many other people. I don't know how you have so much time. But you show up for everyone. And I had a birthday stream and you showed up, and you always show up to my streams, and I always see you in other people's streams. So it's really awesome that you're a small streamer, but you also show up, because I try to, but it's so hard for me sometimes to do that. But I think that you are such a
Yeah, you juggle it very well.
a great addition and someone that is amazing for the TikTok community when it comes to Fortnite streaming. I think that anybody that gets to cross paths with you is so lucky. I know that I've known you for, I don't even know how long now, a few months maybe, but it feels like I've known you forever.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. And thank you so much for what you do for this community. And how much fun that you make everybody's lives because you play with everybody, and how sweaty you are is amazing. So thanks for being great at a video game and making me look good.
Absolutely.
But I wanted to ask you before Hades asks you this question, this next question is, and you know what? We're going to end with it. Hades, ask her that last question. I got a question for her to end with.
Okay, real quick too. I got to say this real fast. I love this so much, by the way, because we both compliment Audie all the time so much, like when we're playing and stuff. And I feel like, not that she doesn't like it, but I feel like some of it makes her probably feel a little uncomfortable. Now she doesn't have a choice.
For sure.
Now she doesn't have a choice. We trapped
choice.
her. We trapped her so hard. All right. And that's why we're dumping all of this on you, because I feel like sometimes we don't want to make you feel uncomfortable with but yeah, you're like our
I do
idol,
it anyways.
dude. I know. So do I. All right. So what do you enjoy off game when you're not sweating on Fortnite?
It's not very often, but I read a lot. I have an in-home library.
Hey, now.
And, of course, I spend time with my dog.
Dog is what I thought you were going to say for sure. What kind of books do you read?
What's your dog's name?
Okay, go ahead. Both.
Her name is Maury Jen. And if you know anything from Dead by Daylight, that is where it's from.
Nice. I love that.
Awesome.
And what kind of books do you read? Anything specific or all over the place?
Mostly all over the place, but I would say more so like mystery type.
Yeah.
Thriller mystery type books.
Nice. Yeah, my wife is like the biggest bookie of all time. So like that's why I was asking, because that's all my wife does. She could pick up like a 1,000-page book and read it in a night. It's insane. Like that's her Fortnite. Like to her, that is her escape, and that's what she does. And like I bought her a Kindle and stuff. Yeah, so I like stuff like that. It's
heck yeah.
It is an escape, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah. What's your favorite book? What's your favorite book of all time?
That's a great question. That's a hard question.
That is a hard question.
There's so many.
It's actually not a mystery thriller book. It's a romance book, and it's called Archer's Voice.
I'll have to have my wife check that out. She'll love it. She loves new book ideas and stuff, because I swear she's read every book known to man in like her genre that she likes.
Yeah, that's the same with them, man. She reads all the time. But I wanted to ask you this. So you've been streaming for how long now?
About 6 months, I would say.
Okay. So when you first started streaming, with what you know now, what would you have told yourself then?
Just have fun. Don't take it too seriously. People are gonna like you or not, and there's nothing you can do about it, really.
Absolutely.
So just be yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay. I love that. I love that. And what advice do you have for anybody who's thinking about streaming, or maybe someone who's struggling a little bit with streaming? I see that a lot. I've been reached out to 3 times this week on people who are kind of struggling in the streaming world. And I was able to give them some advice, but what advice would you give them?
What I've said before, what you do matters. You just have to remind yourself that even if there's 0 people sitting in there, I mean, as long as you are having fun, what you're doing matters to someone, because you never know who's going to pop in there.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, ever since we've done this podcast, I've gotten a lot of people reaching out to me for advice, which I feel very honored to even that these people are reaching out to me in the first place. But it also, I'm like, I don't know if I'm qualified to give you advice. Like, I will give you what I think, and like I always preface it with like, take this with a grain of salt, because I'm learning just as you are, and I will tell you what's helped me, and it might not help you, but I will definitely try as much as I can. And I think that's awesome. And that's like a big reason why we did this podcast in the first place, is to try to help people out and try to give people a voice, and because there isn't a lot of the stuff out there like this, and that's the main reason why we started this, and to interview you, Audie. I mean, that's one too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm so
We
honored to
really
be a
talked
part of
about
this.
this. We really did talk about this like super, super early on with the podcast. Like, because we were talking, we wanted to do the small streamer spotlight or whatever. And like you and Unreal were 1-2, like easily 1A, 1B, actually. Like either one would have been amazing as the first one. But yeah, we definitely talked about that early on. And I'm honored to be able to do this with both of you, honestly. I'm honored to know both of you. Like the fact that somehow, some way, I met you two and and Unreal and all them, but you two especially, like I am grateful for every single day. Like y'all saved a lot of me, like a lot of my life, a lot of me in a lot of ways. And like I am very, very grateful for that. You guys are two of the best humans I know, for real.
Well, I was driving the other day, kind of late, and I was just thinking about my life as I do when I drive, or I think about random stuff all the time. But I was thinking about just kind of where I am in life, and it's crazy because I'm grateful that Unreal is 10 minutes away from me, so I get to see him from time to time. But other than that, really, that's about it.
Right.
As far as, friends go. And it's not that I don't want to have friends. It's just kind of what we talked about before, Hades. It's like you work all day, you give all your energy and effort to work, because Audie, you work full time as well. And then it's hard to go, I'm going to go do stuff with friends outside my house. And I was driving and thinking, man, how lucky am I? How crazy of a decision it was to just jump on a video game I never would have played. And now I'm so excited to go play that video game. So when people jump into my lobby, it's like we're hanging out, and it's just, it's easy and convenient for everybody, but it's genuinely hanging out. I don't look at it as we're playing a video game. I look at it as I'm hanging out with my friends, and I get to see how their days were, and we just chat and laugh. And I was thinking about that driving down the road, and I know we've talked about it multiple times, but it's just so cool that we get to do something like this and meet all these great people. And I almost feel like, man, I just want to tell everybody about that, I meet, because everyone's like, oh, you're a streamer, you play video games. I'm like, it's not, that's not really it. Right. Yes, there's a video game involved that I enjoy, but what is the beauty of it all is you get to hang out with your friends for, 5 hours and talk and joke around. And you get to have that sense of community without being in the real world, which is great, because sometimes it's hard to get out and beyond for everybody.
Friends from high school, they're like, oh, we're playing volleyball this weekend and like having a party or whatever, like on Saturday. And I'm like, Saturdays are my streaming night. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I haven't seen them in forever too. I mean, it's been like 6 months or so, but I mean, that's how it is. We all have kids and stuff now. Like it's really hard to get together. I think I'm going to actually go hang out with them next weekend though. But yeah, it's just
good. Get out there.
Like you said, I don't know. I've never felt so like accepted and welcomed and like this sense of community with like-minded people before. Like I used to get bullied and beat up for the way I am. Now I get like celebrated and loved on for it. Like it's really hard to accept at first, and I still struggle with it sometimes, like thinking like I don't deserve this and whatever. But like, yeah, it's an incredible thing, man. It really is.
Hey, that kind of jarred something in my mind. Did you guys ever, think back when you first started playing Fortnite, right? Not even streaming. You first started playing Fortnite. And even when you would jump with people and play with people, maybe you were playing with one friend and they were like, hey, I've got a couple friends who are going to play with us. You would get on the game, and would you guys ever get nervous? And like, I would get a little shy, which y'all know me, I'm not really that shy, but I would get nervous and be like, oh my gosh, I'm bringing this team down. Like, they're like so good and I'm not good. Did you ever feel that way, Audie? Probably not. You were probably just good.
No, absolutely. I remember whenever I first started playing Fortnite, I was never allowed to drive, which is funny because I'm the designated driver now. Yeah. But I would blow up the gas station every single time. Every time. So it's funny.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that because I have people who will message me and I'm like, hey, you should play with us. And they're like, man, no, y'all are too good. And I'm like, man, it's not about that. You know, like you can come play. Like we're cool.
Yeah.
Right. But all I was going to say is I used to get nervous when I'd have like one person spectate me. Like when I first started playing on the Switch or whatever, and like I'd eliminate somebody and they would spectate me, and I'd be like, oh my God, I got to play like super good. I have somebody watching me. Like, holy crap, I got to make sure I'm doing good. And that's like, that was one person. Now it's like, I could have a certain amount of people in there and I don't even think twice about it. I'm like, what happened, bro? Like I used to be scared about one rando that I've never met and I never will meet in the rest, like for the rest of my life. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
for sure.
it's crazy how things change, especially in a short time. Like I never thought when I first picked up my Nintendo Switch and I decided to download Fortnite that, bro, I'd be doing what I'm doing right now. Yeah, it's crazy how things happen, man.
I never thought I would ever hear that Audie was a bad driver in Fortnite. She's so cracked at driving.
Yeah.
Even
That's
driving,
crazy.
guys, like she's cracked at it. And she's my personal driver in Fortnite, which is
Right.
great because she's like, scoot over. I'm like, yeah, good call. I need,
Yeah,
I
good
need
call.
to make sure anytime I hear her jump in a car, I'm right there. I'm like, oh, she's getting in a car. Here I go. I'm riding with her. This is your time now, right? We want to make sure that you get as much exposure as possible because I don't think you have to. I know I can speak for Hades here. We want you to succeed in any way you want to. Even more so than me, I just want you to do it because you are light in every way. You are the most supportive, kind person for real that I've ever met. So this is your time now. I want you to sell your stream. I want you to tell people about around the times you stream, what games you stream, kind of what you're looking for your community and where they can find you at.
So you can find me on TikTok at TikTok Auddy03. I don't have a very good set schedule, but I can say whenever I do stream, it is in the evening. I don't want to sell myself so much. The only thing that I can say is if you are watching this, please support small streamers. Just pop in, send a penny, heart me, share it to your story. I mean, it costs $0 to support someone.
Absolutely.
For sure. And I'll sell her stream now because she's not going to do it.
I'll do it too. That's what I was going to do.
I'll go ahead and go first, Hades, because we're going to do it for you then, can make you uncomfortable, Audie, because we have you cornered.
Yeah.
Which is great.
So if you want to see the most cracked Fortnite zero build player probably of all time, definitely watch her streams. She plays Dead by Daylight, which I didn't even know was a thing until I watched her streams. And I'm like a scary movie nut. So it's such a cool game. I learned a lot about it because of her. So if you're interested in stuff like that or that game, Phasmophobia, I learned because of her. Another scary game that's super cool. She makes it way more fun than it probably is. Same with Dead by Daylight. She does like custom stuff with that, which is super cool. She's so kind. She's so sweet. Support her as much as you can. No one deserves it more. One of my favorite people for real. Yeah, she's awesome. Go ahead, Chupa.
Yeah, and on our way to building in Cracked, because we've been playing builds a little bit, 80s, which is crazy. And yeah.
Oh, I wonder why.
Builds. We've been playing builds. We got thrown into a game, and I was cranking 90s, and
we
were crushing it. It is kind of fun. We were having a good time when we played with you the other night. But
heck yeah.
But yeah, y'all support Audie. And to me, her saying just to support small streamers is just, again, who she is. And I love that about her. And this was really just such a fun conversation. Thank you so much for agreeing to speak with us. Huge thanks to you for being our first guest ever on Reboot Radio.
Yeah, first guest
ever.
If
you haven't already, you guys just please make sure and go follow her on TikTok. If you want to give your handle, Audie, real quick.
Yeah, it's TikTok Auddy03.
All right, you guys.
I'll put it in the description of the video on Spotify and YouTube. I'll put that in like when I'm posting the video or whatever. That way, it's easy for them to find and they could see it instead of just having to hear it or whatever. I'll make sure I'll do a little thing at the end or whatever.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I haven't found anybody on TikTok that has met Audie or been in her lives or been in my lives and said something about Audie that has not liked Audie. So if you don't like Audie, that's a you problem. I'm a firm believer of that.
Something's wrong with
thank you guys. Something is wrong with you. I'm so grateful to have this conversation. Thanks for putting up with me all the time. I can be kind of crazy and silly all the time. And, you know, you still giggle sometimes, which is good. And I appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for being a guest. And, you know, guys, we're going to drop this and we're going to keep going. I think we're going to kind of get back on a cadence with the episodes, which is going to be really fun.
Yep.
Thank you guys for everyone who has supported the podcast. It's so crazy going into people's lives, and their first thing when I join is them say, hey, y'all go check out Reboot Radio. It's really cool how it's kind of getting around the community and people have been supporting. And I really appreciate that, guys. Thank y'all so much. And
Absolutely.
yeah, until next time, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you later.
I love you, beautiful humans.